Legere is a UWP Reddit application created by the developer Sergio Pedri. It's supposed to be a fully featured application for those of you who want a more native Reddit experience on Windows 10. You can get it for free on the Microsoft Store, so you can take a look at it. It's also very fluent looking, which is Microsoft's current design language. So let's take a look at how good it really claims that it is. This here, as said in the intro, is Legere, a Reddit application. It's a UWP Reddit application, and I gotta say, from the first time I looked at it, I gotta say it looks really good. It looks really good. It follows the whole fluent design system of design that Microsoft has been pushing so far, and it just really executes in terms of design. I'm gonna say it a lot of times. I'm gonna say the word design a lot of times. So don't take shots for that word. But yeah, so this is the homepage for the app. You can set the homepage from 3 different types of homepages. I already forgot what they were, but you can when you first boot it up, you can change what you want the homepage to be. I chose it to be just like the front page of Reddit. You got different looks. You have the open sidebar view here where you can see the sidebar, because Reddit does have a sidebar, or you can click away to close it. You have the 3 dots on the top right. We're going to go from the top right, and then we're going to get to the left, and then to the main stuff on the screen. So from the top right, you got your 3 dots, and that takes you to your settings. And so you got here, you have your settings. You got a lot of things that you can tweak on here. So this is compact feeds list, so you can make the feed look smaller. So you can see here, if I do that and I go back, you can see the little side icons for the different feeds that you follow on Reddit. You can just scroll through all of the little different feeds that you follow or that you're part of on Reddit. If you go back to settings, you can see here there's quite a few hide Nsfw previews. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to check that off to hide that stuff, just because I'm making a video and we do not want this video to get taken down. Hide spoiler previews, so you can hide if there's any spoilers, and say if you like video games, for example, or movie things, you can hide potential spoilers. So if you check that off, you won't see spoilers. I won't show you guys spoilers of anything anyway, so it should be fine. You can set your default feed, is what I was talking about, from the popular, the all, and from the original. And then your default post sorting, you can sort for by the best posts, controversial posts, or the rising, the top, or just the new posts if you just want to see the latest. Default comment sorting, you can set it by confidence, basically some confidence that the comment is like streamlined, the comment makes sense for the thread in a way. You can set it by the top, and top just means the top comment, top voted comment. The newest comment, the most controversial comments, I guess that's voted by the community. The oldest comments, random, and Q&As. You can also set autoplay videos in post. So if you just want videos to just play, you can set it. I'm going to actually check it off because I don't like things playing automatically in general. You can mute videos except YouTube videos. I just left it off. Enable pop-up full screen pop-ups. Of course, you should just have that off because no one likes full screen pop-ups anyway. And then you have the click outside pop-ups to close them. That is actually really good. I'm going to check that off too. And then you got comments. You can basically comments just lets you just modify the style of how comments flow inside the whole app. So you have different color schemes that you can set. If you like hash, you like Reddit red, you can set that, and then the theme will be like that. Or if you want to go back to I guess it was rainbow, I can set it back to rainbow like it was, so I don't have to restart the app. Separator, you can see how the separator for the Reddit, basically right here, you can see how it's going to change. You can set it to different things, whether you want it on dynamic. You can see the lines that popped up if you set it to accent color, because the accent color is my current color for my whole computer right now. The dynamic, basically it'll just change over time, so you'll see that it's changing right there. I'll just leave it on that. You got your indicator thickness, so if you want your indicator to be thick, you can do that, and those are those little breakdown, I don't even know what they're called, but breakdown things on the side of Reddit posts, Reddit comments. So if you want it thick, thin, or default, that's default. I mean, that's dynamic. What's it called? Let's see. Thin, you can see how that looks like. But I'm just going to keep it on default because it's fine how it is for me. The root indicator thickness, so you can change that around. Basically that root right there, if you see up above this little root line right here, which trails down under each indicator, you can set how thick or thin you want it to be. So I'll just keep it at default again. Indentation style, you can change the depth of the indentation. So if you don't want it to be so indented, you can do that. If you want it to be more indented, this basically just allows us so that way, let's say your resolution of your device is not that much, I guess the comments can fill the screen more or won't fill the screen so much, so you don't keep having like extra line breaks. My computer screens are all, I have a 15-inch screen that I'm running it off of, and I also have this 27 above me. And then you got just a whole bunch of different things. I won't go through all of them because it'll be kind of too much. Then you have reddit.com, allow DMs from everybody, auto renew credits, email digest, messages, Nsfw contents, show Nsfw results in search. I just checked them all off because for the one reason is I don't go on Reddit for those reasons, and two, I'm making a video and I would hate for that to pop up. You can block tracking, so if you don't want it to track you, you can block tracking from web links. Definitely if you're a really secure person and you use like Brave browser and stuff, I'd say put that on so you don't have, Reddit tracking you on the web. You have here block social media links and pop-ups, open YouTube links in web view, and request compressed GIFs or GIFs. And then you got personalization. There's a whole lot in this whole application. You got your personalization, you have your theme. So my current personalization is my Windows theme. I like my whole interface to follow whatever device theme I'm using. So whether it's my phone or anything, I always like all of my apps to look like the rest of my device. So for this case, it follows the Windows theme. If you want it to be the light theme, a restart is required, but it'll be a light theme or dark theme. I'm not going to go through, switching the theme just because you can try it out. It is a free application with some pro features. And then you have your title bar, Legere, full or minimal. So if you do that stuff, you can change your title bar to different things. I think it was Legere. I'm just going to keep it how it was just because everything looks nice how it is. You got your accessibility, your swipe actions. You got a whole buttload of swipe actions that you can do. Now, the only problem for this is that you have to be not like me, and you have to have a laptop that has a touchscreen. So if you have a Surface or if you have any device that has a touchscreen, which my Razer Blade 15 does not, you can edit these options. But if you set those options, you can make it so that way the right swipe action lets you upvote, or the down swipe can let you do different things. And they have a whole bunch of little customization just for quick maneuvering through the application, which is really nice. They have your left and right swipe. Just like when you have the Gmail application on like iOS and Android, you can set those little swipe options. And then you have for comments, if you right swipe, you can set the different actions that they allow you to do: reply, share, save, copy, and report. And then this one here was for posts in general. So if you swipe the post, you can see the different actions that it can take. Then you got the highlight vote actions, which is also something cool that you can do. Wallpaper. So wallpaper basically allows you to upload and search for wallpaper. So if I like cars, I can see cars as my wallpaper. Let's say I want to see this, I want this Lambo, I can hit save on this Lambo. Will it let me hit save? There we go. I'll save the wallpaper and you can see it changed. So it's pretty straightforward. It works really well. And then here is the privacy. You can enable and disable or customize privacy features. So again, the whole Nsfw, I like how I like how the developer, Sergio, I like how he just constantly puts in front of you, like, do you want to hide Nsfw stuff? Are you sure? Because a lot of people don't want that just popping up when they're browsing Reddit, especially if you have a child that uses your computer and they open up the Reddit application. They'll just end up seeing crazy stuff, and you don't want it. Trust me, you don't want that. And then you have your user tags, editor manage user tags, so you can just set tags for users. But yeah, so that is that part for this application. So now we're moving over here. So this next tab is just close the sidebar. So this sidebar I was talking about that lets you see different things in a giant ad. You can close that so that it's just a clean interface, which is pretty nice. You have your little inbox here. Basically allows you to see what you've done on Reddit. Just like in the website, it allows you to see different things. You can see I was posting things on the Pokemon Go Reddit r/go plus, because I got one of those recently and I realized it didn't work for my Galaxy phone. Apparently Niantic broke the app on their last update, and so I was asking questions because I had no idea that was happening. But you can see here you have your profile thing, so you can hit refresh to see if there's any new notifications for your profile. Unread, mentions, messages, and sent, and then you got this drop down. You can mark all as read, just so that way it doesn't show up as that like glowing number when you go on the website. So that's that for that part. Let me click away. So going to the next one here, you have your new post. So if you want to make a new post, you can do that. Choose text, media, album, or link. So if I want to do a text post, I can go to my r/. So let's say I want to make it r/ I don't know, Legere app. I can make a thing and I can write whatever on it, and I can put in the comments on it, and it allows you to flag it. So these are your flags, so you can flag it whether you want it to be a spoiler tag, a flare tag, and the different styles that you can make the characters of the text do. So if I highlight it, I can bold in this, so you can see that's the bold style right there, and it will come out bold when you're done. You see it right there. This is the preview of how the post will look like. So if I close this, if I do like this, you can see it's normal. And then if I highlight it and then I bold it, you can see, let me see, I gotta fix that. There we go. You can see it became bold. So it does its job. And then this here, you can open up in another window if you want to do that. But yeah, it's really nice. It's really simple, and I like how smooth and, let's say, fluent that this application is. Over here, trending. So if you want to go to your trending, you can see subreddit of the day that is trending is actually Better Call Saul. Don't know why. Then you have, of course, Trump 666, which is pretty crazy to even see that title right there. And then trending subreddits, you can see the different trending subreddits so far, and including like dairy free, those who don't consume dairy or casein products. And then lastly, you can do the search, which allows you to search Reddit. So if you're like me and you like Pokemon Go, you can go to Pokemon Go's Reddit and search for it. You'll see when it finishes loading, you can see the different Reddit things. You can see that it has the title banner image. And if you click on it, it'll take you to r/Pokemon Go. And there, just like that, it showed you r/Pokemon Go. And now that we are on the main meat of the application, you can see here, while I'm browsing the r/Pokemon Go community, you can see how posts and everything are laid out in this. It's really smooth. One thing I do wish, and I really wish the developer would let me do, I understand where he's coming from with it, where like if I click on a thread, it brings it up into this side screen. But one thing that I wish I could do is just simply, let me go back. There we go. One thing that I wish I could do was simply make it so when I click on anything, this is from Wilson, right? The game Wilson. I wish before I click on anything, and unfortunately, when I tried to do that, the whole thing crashed, and I had to literally go to Task Manager to close it out. But little bugs like that aside, it is a very smooth and straightforward application. So let's try that again. Let me go back to r/Pokemon Go. So let me go Pokemon Go, since that's what the whole topic of me clicking on anything is. So r/Pokemon Go, you can see it's loading up, and there you go right there. So you have r/Pokemon Go, and you can see all the different things on r/Pokemon Go. You can see all the different posts and things like that. And then let's see an example of a post. So this person took a picture of an AR shot of a coughing, a shiny coughing. And you can see the different ways the post is laid out. If I want to thumb it up, I can do that. If I don't want to do anything, I can leave it alone. You can't do the swipe action on this thing at all without having like a mouse and key, but without having a touch screen, because I'm trying to drag it and it doesn't work. But you can see it's tagged AR shot. You can see the share. You can see the save. So if you want to save the post, you can see the cache post, and then you can see add to reading list. You can see the user, and you can see where it's coming from. So it's r/Pokemon Go is where it was posted. So you can see when I hover over each icon here, the r/ or the user, you can see they get a little darker. So if I click on it, you can open up the user's profile, and you can see the different posts that they've done on Reddit. Sorry that I am pretty much calling out this 5 person with the dog on his profile. But you can see the different information on it. And if you click say r/Pokemon Go, which I'm already in, so it doesn't really matter, it's already in there, so it's there. But it's really nice. It's a clean application overall. There's not much I really need to show you guys on this whole thing. You can hide the posts if you don't want to see posts. You can just all the reading lists save. You can see how many comments there are. There are 85 comments. There are 2 comments. There are 127 comments, and so on and so forth. And then the next part here is this leftmost sidebar here, and this is another place that you can find your different posts. So you can see artificial feeds. Basically, it just allows you to just look through each feed if you want to click on each one. Just for the sake of being safe, I'm gonna go to like AI, and AI is basically Adobe Illustrator community that I'm part of. So if I look at that, you can see the Adobe Illustrator community, and it looks really clean. These are just your pre-saved communities here, and if you want to modify the communities or anything like that, you can do that and just add in different communities that you want to be a part of. So for example, let's see if the Pokemon Go community is there. It is not. So let's search for it for the 3rd time and just add it, or just add the Pokemon community. Probably doesn't matter which one. Let's do this. So let's see subscribing to communities on the Reddit application. So if you want to subscribe to a community on the Reddit application, okay, so unfortunately I got like brain farted, but the way to subscribe to the communities on this application, it's not as straightforward as you would think it would be. The way you subscribe is when you go into any of these communities, whether it's the AI community or whatever it is you like to do on Reddit. Let's say I go to the AI community. I'm already subscribed, but if I click on it and I open up that sidebar, which is with this button here, or Control S, you can see that the community details, and you can see how many subscribers there are, and then you see the subscribe area of it. So if you just want to keep the community in your account, you can subscribe to it just by clicking on that, and it adds it to this sidebar here. And it's the same goes when I say unsubscribe. You see it disappeared, and then if I hit subscribe, you see it pops back up in that chronological order. And just like on Windows 10, if you click on the letter, it lets you jump to that letter in terms of community. So it's pretty nice for that reason. Lets you see some brief things, some brief shortcuts for this whole thing. Basically, if whatever community you click on, when you click on it and see the details of the community, like you want to subscribe to it, you can see some basic information, obviously a giant advertisement, and you see different things that you can do in terms of submitting a post. So you can write a post quickly, you can add media and so on to a post. You can search the subreddit from hitting that right sidebar and just searching for it, and then you can see the different rules for the subreddit, if they have rules at all, and you can filter things if they have filters set, and you see the moderators, so you can easily reach out to moderators. But yeah, it's for this being an application, being a Reddit application for Windows 10, it is quite full featured. Coming from a person who uses the iPad and using the Galaxy Note 10 Plus a lot to use Reddit, this is quite nice. Unfortunately, I don't browse Reddit like a lot of people do. I don't really go deep in browsing Reddit, but if I was to be a one to get on Reddit, and I would be able to train my brain at that, instead of searching Google for that Reddit community, if I could bring up this application, I would definitely use this application. This application, other than the brief moment that it crashed on me and then I had to restart it altogether, it's night and day. It's a great application, and I hope even if this application doesn't last for whatever reason, I hope maybe the people who created Reddit, the developers of Reddit, maybe they should swoop up this guy Sergio, and they should help him. They should work with him to make an official Reddit app for Windows 10. But if they don't, and this app does stay around, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. They have Legere Pro. Legere Pro, it says here, offers a set of features, and it is a monthly cost. And you can see the different things of it. You can remove the ads on all of them, and then add customization, wallpapers, and compact overlay modes, and they give you a lot, access to all future features. I bet you get them like, oh, $9.99 once. I don't mind if I pay this. I might actually pay this, but I don't use Reddit. So there's Legere Pro, and there's a bunch of other stuff, but overall, I kind of rambled on this one, but this being a app for Reddit on Windows 10, and it's pretty much a free app. You really don't need to pay unless you just want the extra features. Unless you just want to support the developer, Sergio. Sergio, hats off to you. Thank you for making this application. It is quite nice of an app. Like, he worked hard on it. I don't know how many months it took him to make this, but he worked really hard, I can tell. And yeah, my name is Kweku. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my rambling and my very close speech to the microphone. Yeah, as always, thanks for watching the YouTube channel. This channel is called Next Windows. It's kind of my like restart project from doing my next gen Windows about 6 years ago. So let's see if I can keep going with some more UWP apps and some more Microsoft related news and topics. And yeah, take care, everybody.